Guys, it's your girl Unique, and this is Unwrapped. And today I wanted to react to a video on one of the survivors of the Wendy's massacre. And the reason I wanted to talk about this story is it hits really close to home for me. I met the boogeyman, you know. Um, we'll get into the video a little bit, and then I'll tell my story of why I wanted to talk about the Wendy's massacre. Um, but let's take a listen in case you guys don't know what happened. This was very tragic.
4012 Main Street, Flushing. Today it's a mini mall selling shoes and clothing. But 20 years ago, 4012 was home to Wendy's. Anita Smith was a cashier.
So when I went to Wendy's and I see her working, I'm like, wow, she know how to do the cash register. I'm like, go ahead.
Smith was 22 and hoping to teach children with autism one day. She was wrapping up her shift with 6 male co-workers on May 24th, 2000.
She was supposed to left at 11 o'clock, which was closing time, but she stayed a little later.
A fatal decision for Smith.
I spoke to her at 11:11.
When the former assistant manager, John Taylor, walked in with a guy named Craig Godino.
While I was working there, I hired her.
She smiled at the guy.
You guys heard that? That's the line that haunts me right here. Listen to this.
Named Craig Godino.
While I was working there, I hired her.
She smiled.
While he was working there, he hired her. So just remember that. It's going to tie into what I'm telling you guys later, my story.
At the guy who later shot her dead when he came to the counter.
I know, because that's her. She's nice to everyone.
The 7 people on duty represented a virtual United Nations. Ali Ibadad sent money home to Pakistan.
He would work 7 days.
Ramon Nazario had roots in Puerto Rico. Jeremy Mealy came from South Jersey and wanted to join the military.
In this case, all 7 people were just hardworking, regular people.
Taylor was acting friendly to the manager, Gina Gust, but deeply resented him.
He ordered his food. I was like, oh, that's his boy, so I'm gonna hook him up.
Jaquan Johnson was just 18 then, working the grill.
I'll try to get some fresh air here and there.
And for the first time, Johnson is publicly sharing details of what happened that
He survived. Thank God he survived. And, you know, my heart goes out to him and the other guy that survived, because imagine living with that. Like, yeah, physically you heal, but I could imagine emotional scars. I have emotional scars from this story, and I was nowhere near there that night. So I can only imagine what the survivors will go through. Listen, if you guys have not heard this story, listen to what happened here.
that night.
I get a call on the intercom, which was Gene telling us to come downstairs. We having a meeting.
But there was no meeting. The place was being robbed. All 7 employees duct taped.
The manager popped the tape off his hand, pulled it off his face, and it was like started breathing funny, like, yo, my asthma. And then they beat him up, put more duct tape on him, and picked everybody up, walked us in the freezer. That's when they came in with plastic bag. They tied it over the manager head first. I was like, oh, they about to suffocate us. Everybody got down on their knees. That's what he said. Everybody get on your knees. And it basically was an execution.
The garbage bag didn't cover Johnson's right eye, and he witnessed pretty much everything, starting with John Taylor hoisting a .380 semi-automatic.
That's when they shot Jean. Then Anita started screaming. They shot her. Like, I'm right next to Jeremy. When he got to me, he passed the gun to Craig. Craig take the gun. I'm thinking he gonna shoot me. Instead of shooting me, he go to the corner. He shoot Raymond, Patrick, Ali, and then me. I was the last one to get shot. The bullet went in right here and went through, came through the nose, top of the mouth,
That's where it came out?
I hit this too. It felt like I got hit with a sledgehammer. And all I remember was Patrick shaking me like, yo, you all right? You all right? He was like, yo, you think you could make it up the stairs?
Johnson couldn't walk, so Patrick Castro, who was barely grazed by the bullet to his head, carried him. Their 5 co-workers lay dead in the freezer.
Can you imagine that? This story tore me up when it happened. Because my first job was at McDonald's when I was 16. It's my first job. So you just at work. And many of us that, my age now, our first job was the fast food restaurant or something like that, or retail, and you just wanted to make it home. You just wanted to make it home. This story tore me up. So listen, I'm gonna tell you guys.
Engaged.
We were supposed to get married next year.
I still think about my friends all the time. And I gotta live with that for the rest of my life.
And that, my heart goes out to the survivors again and to the victims' families, because I'm sure now they're still dealing with this. Guys, now I will tell you why I wanted to do this story. So I told you one of my first jobs was at McDonald's when I was a teen. And I left that job and, I don't know, some time passed. I know it's a little foggy, but I know I was looking for another job. And my girlfriend said to me that her baby father was the manager of McDonald's. And like, go fill out an application, he'll probably hire you. And being that I had experience at McDonald's. I lived in the Bronx, but it was in Queens. So I remember taking the subway out there, it was far. And I went and I met John Taylor. That was her baby's father. Or I don't know if they had kids yet, but they would go on to have kids, or they had kids. That was her boyfriend or something at the time. And he interviewed me. I filled out the application. And when I tell you, the hairs on the back of my neck was standing up. It was something in his eyes that I was scared. And I'm telling you, this Wendy story that happened wasn't till years later. Years later. When I saw, and my sister actually told me, like, that it was our friend's baby father, and I saw, and I remember those eyes. I'm telling you, my heart, stomach, everything dropped. And even to this day, like, I feel nervous. Like, when a story comes up or when you see him or anything like that, because it just gives me chills. And that's why I said the part where he said he hired her. I interviewed with him, but I didn't take the job because it was something in his eyes. His eyes was not right. That's why you have to always trust your gut instinct, people. I'm telling you, like, the way it was something in his eyes. And I didn't tell my friend because I appreciated her trying to get me a job. I didn't want to. And I was like, her boyfriend, so I didn't. But the way it was something in his eyes, the way he looked at me, and I was scared. I was uneasy. You know what I mean? It wasn't. And it was weird. I'm telling you, it wasn't like, oh, he made a pass at me. No. That's why I'm telling you, like, it's very creepy. It was just the way he looked at me. Like, it was just his eyes. It was something. I'm like, He scares me. So I'm just saying that to say, when you guys have that instinct, follow it. Follow your gut. Like, I really met the boogeyman. And I just want to send condolences to everyone's families, um, and everyone that was involved in this tragedy. Be safe. Let's take care of each other. It's your girl, Unique, here with Unwrap.